Well, got my fat butt hunched over an engine. Cam and crank sensors, extended crank on a Frontier. Customer put their own cam sensors in. Well, little do they know there's an updated part, and the ones you get over the counter at O'Reilly's and AutoZones do not work on these, so you'll still have a code and an extended crank. So what I'm doing is I'm putting OEM sensors in it, cam and crank sensors, so all three, because if one fails, the next two may be soon to follow. So just take care of all of them at once. Now here's what the new ones look like.
Yo, Fluffy the mechanic, wrenches doing magic. Get grease on his fingers like some sort of tragic. Working on Nissans, every day's a mission. CVT transmissions, that's his main addiction. Slacking on the job, nah, Fluffy bringing heat. Gears and transmissions making engines meet. Auto parts flying, singing in the beat. Fluffy fixing rides.
The new sensor is gonna have a metal cap on it versus all plastic. So if you're not putting metal capped sensors into your vehicle on your 4.0, then you will have a code coming back, and you will stall out, and you will have extended crank issues. Now let me get this sensor out, the old one out, which I gotta hug the engine back here in order to get it out. I've already got it unbolted, as you can see the bolt right there. Now it's just a matter of getting the sensor out. And you gotta be careful because there is some sharp bits back there, which I've already been scraping my shit on. Now y'all might be able to see me trying to wiggle this sensor free, which I'm not having very much luck because it's stuck. Normally I can twist it free, but she don't want to twist free. Finally, normally these are pretty easy, but this is a Cali emission vehicle, which I hate Cali emission vehicles because they always have extra shit in them for emissions controls. See the sensor pop up. If I could get my fingers right. I ain't had much practice lately. So here we have the sensor, and then this is normally a one-hand operation. Everybody seems to struggle with these style of connectors. Come on. Yuck. Grab with one hand, push thumb, and okay. It don't want to cooperate. Why? It's stuck. Okay, I had the connector disconnected, but being that this is aftermarket, it fit a little tight, so I had to hold the body of the connector and yank on the sensor itself. So out with the old, in with the new, which this is kind of crazy because this is supposed to be straight. Now it's angled. Apparently it's updated. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna put it in because that's what the parts catalog is saying, even though we know parts catalog ain't always correct. And of course it's not the right one. See those tabs on the side. This is down here, that rib, and that rib is on top. It ain't gonna work. Well, it turns out it was mispackaged or mislabeled. See how it's straight? So 69J or 6J90D. So either, again, it was either mispackaged or incorrectly labeled. As you see, it's straight. Just wish some of y'all were. Alright, we got the connector connected. Gonna swing it around that thing and swing it I can't show you all the rest of this because I can't even see. I'm going into a blind hole. Gotta feel for the hair. Oh, she's in there. She's in there. Get my bolt. Oh, I guess y'all can see. Hell yeah. Thread her in. Get the ratchet tone. Shit, I lost it. Alright, I needed some guidance.
Oh, you're doing that fun cam sensor?
Yep.
That's exactly how I would do it. I'd lay
yeah.
on top of it and each hand on each side.
Oh yeah. And it's in. Now same thing with the crack sensor. I mean the crank sensor. Get her up in there. Squeeze them. And make sure it sets in. Put your bolt in and put the connector on.
Okay, maybe you put the wrong thing in the...
Squeeze the hand back in there. Now what sucks is they flip this connector.
Okay.
So normally it's a bit hard, but I got it. Normally it's a challenge to flip it around. So extended crank repaired. And make sure there's no more extended crank. Bada boom, bada bing. Now I gotta clear the code. Using this mucar Bluetooth scanner, plugging it into the OBD2 port. And as you can see, P0340 we had across the board. So we're gonna back out, go to clear fault code, hit yes, and clear fault code completed. Now we won't have any more check engine light, and that's a repair. So remember, always stick to OEM sensors when it controls the engine.